Last month, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell told the Pat McAfee show that he was interested in an 18-game season, with the trade-off being fewer preseason games. After some pushback and lots of questions, Goodell clarified his position today at the league's spring meetings in Nashville.
The key thing for us is looking at making sure we continue to do the things that make our game safer. So we want to make sure that that hits the first boundary. 17 games is a long season. So we want to make sure we look at that and make sure that we continue the safety efforts. We would do it in the context of reducing the number of preseason games. We think that's a good trade. Less preseason games and more regular season games, I think most anybody would think was beneficial.
Senior NFL reporter Jeremy Fowler joins us now from the NFL spring meetings. Jeremy, what's the reaction from owners about the possibility of an 18-game schedule?
Kevin, 18 games was a hot topic here in the hallways in Nashville. I caught up with Giants owner John Mara, who told me he believes most of the owners are in favor of an eventual 18-game schedule. He has his own reservations, though. He said players are going to take more wear and tear, so we would have to collectively bargain that with the players' union. And not till closer to 2030, because they're knee-deep in a CBA right now. It'd have to be closer to when the television deals get renewed. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said, look, it's about the allocation between preseason and regular season games. So the concession would have to be, if we dump a preseason game, fill it with an 18th regular season game, maybe an extra bye week, would everybody be happy? That's the question, but that won't be answered for a few years at least.
Okay, if they go to 18 games, how about a potential Super Bowl on President's Day weekend, always lurking right there with a national holiday on Monday, the day after the Super Bowl? Keep in mind with the calendars. Jeremy, you have some updates on some young quarterbacks. Why don't you take us through the notebook, and let's start with the Colts.
Hey, Kevin, let's roll through it. Anthony Richardson, I'm told that he has felt full go coming off his shoulder surgery for the better part of 6 to 8 weeks. He started gradually throwing earlier this offseason, 10 to 20 throws, then 30 to 50 throws a day, and now he's ripping 50 to 60 yarders. So he feels like he's in a great place in this offense. Now, the Colts could be deliberate through OTAs and minicamp, not give him too much, maybe hold him back from his 11-man work. But he is ready for a full workload, and Shane Steichen, the head coach, loves the quarterback in his mind, so they want to get to work. They got Jaden Daniels there. The early returns are very positive, and the people I've spoken to in Washington believe that they might have just picked the right guy. Like, there's no buyer remorse at all at the number 2 pick based on what they've seen early, because he's got a quick release. Multiple people have pointed out that the ball barely hits the ground when he's throwing in a full practice session. Good arm strength, so they're very pleased. And then you got Bryce Young here on a bit of a rebound year. New head coach Dave Canales and his staff, I'm told, have been impressed with a couple things in Bryce Young. One, his accuracy. He almost always hits his receiver on time, and he looks like he's gotten stronger from year 1 to year 2. The big thing they're working on with him right now is footwork, his 3-step drops, his 5-step drops, a variation different than what he did in college. So if he can master that, they feel like they're in a really good place with him.